Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber.
And I'm Tim Seaman. 1 week after selecting Microsoft to create a centralized system for COVID-19 vaccination registration here in Iowa, Governor Kim Reynolds announces that the contract has been canceled and no new system will be created.
What led to her decision and how vaccine registration in Iowa will be handled moving forward in our top story at 6.
It quickly became apparent that integrating the many already existing registration and scheduling platforms that are used by some of our public health departments, pharmacies, as well as other vaccine providers, it would not be possible in a timely manner without significant disruption to their current systems, and we did not want to slow down the progress that we're making.
Governor Reynolds says that instead of paying Microsoft to create a statewide registration system, state resources will be used to improve current systems already in use.
Additionally, there will no longer be an attempt to create a statewide call center to help with vaccine scheduling issues. The state will now be working with the 211 system and local area agencies on aging to improve services that are already being offered. Nebraska's COVID-19 vaccine rollout is progressing as planned. Governor Pete Ricketts, though, clarifying the state's distribution efforts during his weekly news conference today.
I've asked the public health departments to focus 90% of their efforts around folks who are 65 years and older. Now, we have given them some latitude, that 10%. And I want to walk through that because teachers are in that phase 1B category, that top tier. However, we have other groups in there that are prioritized ahead of that because it relates to public safety.
Governor Ricketts says that law enforcement officers, including correctional facility staff, as well as utility workers and homeless shelter volunteers, are included in that public safety category for vaccinations. Teachers are not in that group and will need to wait a little bit longer before becoming eligible to receive a shot in some communities. So far, Nebraska has given out more than 300,000 vaccinations.
The third COVID-19 vaccination clinic took place today inside the Tyson Event Center. Around 1,600 people across Siouxland's community were vaccinated at the event. The Siouxland District Health Department is still distributing vaccines to Phase 1B Tier 1. This includes those 65 and older, law enforcement officers, and also those who work in childcare. Siouxlanders will be able to sign up for the next vaccine clinic tomorrow. That vaccination clinic is set for Wednesday, February 24th at the Tyson Event Center, but registration is necessary to reserve a spot. It opens this Thursday, that registration. That's February 18th at 3 p.m. You could do it online or by calling the number on your screen, 712-234-3922. Now, the groups eligible to receive this vaccine are still Phase 1A and Phase 1B Tier 1, including Woodbury County residents who are 65 and older, first responders, teachers, and child care workers. Again, that number to call, 712-234-3922. And you can get all this information again on our website right now, SiouxlandProud.com.
In order for a large-scale COVID clinic to happen, it takes an army of volunteers. Today at the Tyson Event Center, around 100 volunteers helping run the latest local clinic. Some of those working today from the Siouxland area medical centers like Unity Point Health and Mercy One. Also on hand today, nursing students from Western Iowa Tech Community College. Those students helping with their service over the many hours.
It just seems like something that I need to do to help out the community and make sure that people do get vaccinated or they understand what they're getting, and to help out and maybe make everybody just a little bit healthier.
Coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear from a Unity Point healthcare employee about what the experience was like today helping folks, as well as what the distribution of those vaccines, how that's rolling out. Again, that's all at 10.
Well, it's finally above zero in Siouxland. That's another headline tonight, but that doesn't mean we're out of our winter weather stretch.
Yeah, it's warmer, but we got rid of the sun because the clouds have been out there today, Marcus.
That's right. It's been a cloudy day, but even then, we've seen temperatures around 10 to 15 degrees warmer today compared to yesterday. So definitely an improvement, and this is only the start. We're going to continue to see temperatures warm up in the coming days. And I think that we are finally going to reach above freezing by the start of next week. It sounds like it's far away, but it'll be here pretty soon. High temperatures today in the lower teens, but 13 degrees in Sioux City today. It did feel warmer outside compared to the last few days where we've had temperatures in the single digits or below zero. Forecast lows tonight, they will drop a couple of degrees below zero, but it doesn't look like it's going to be quite as cold tonight as what we've seen here in the recent past. And again, it does look like a warming trend is just ahead, so much warmer temperatures are in the forecast, as well as a little bit of snow. I'll have some more details on that in the 9 on 9 forecast. Tim?
A local tribal member is taking what she's accomplished in Winnebago, Nebraska, to the White House. Anne Marie Bledsoe Downs served as Ho-Chunk Inc.'s Executive Vice President of Community Impact and Engagement. Now she's serving as Deputy Solicitor for Indian Affairs inside the Biden administration. That's where she'll handle the legal side of issues. Tribal members call Bledsoe Downs a beacon of hope for their community.
We need people that care, and we need people that have strong decision-making skills and that get it, and Anne gets it. She gets how to navigate through the federal bureaucracy, but she also knows what it feels like to be a Winnebago girl from Winnebago, Nebraska.
KCAU 9 reporter Lydia Vasquez spent part of her day talking with Bledsoe Downs. She shares some of the challenges that she says she's facing and how she still hopes to help her hometown community. Over at Mount Zion Church Heartland Hope Mission, a faith-based nonprofit out of Omaha, Nebraska, made a stop here in Sioux City to distribute fresh food, dry goods, and diapers to families in need. After having their pantries closed for a few days, they had a surplus of supplies and decided to share the love with their neighbors just to the north.
Our main pantry is in Omaha. We have 2 pantries there. And we had to close for a couple of days the last couple of weeks because of the weather. And we were like, we need to get this out to people.
Heartland Hope plans to make trips to Siouxland more often, they say, so make sure to be on the lookout. Well, for Christians, the Lenten season started today. Ash Wednesday church services, though, are just a bit different for some worshipers. The Diocese of Sioux City is saying that churches were instructed to sprinkle ashes on top of folks' heads instead of marking their forehead this year. Parishioners also had to follow COVID-19 protocols. And we have more information on what took place today in a story you'll find on our website right now. The digital exclusive at SiouxlandProud.com, as well as the KCAU 9 News app.
Well, bringing home a newborn baby, one of the most exciting parts of being a new parent. But what if you had to wait nearly 3 years before that baby could come home?
Yep, we'll share the moment that a boy who spent his entire life in the hospital was finally allowed to leave. That's coming up.
And today was a little bit warmer, even though it was cloudy out there. The warming trend, it will continue, but we do have a slim chance at some snow this weekend. Details on all of that after the break.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Tim Seaman, Sophie Erber, meteorologist Marcus Beasley, and sports director Jake Jones. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
The chance of snow Saturday and into Sunday, upper 30s and low 40s next work week. So we are going to see those temperatures warm up even more. And here's a picture from Martha Sandberg in Spencer, Iowa, of some more frozen jeans and a jean jacket thrown in there. If you have any fun pictures, send them to us at SiouxlandProud.com. Click on the weather tab, drop down to send us your photos, and upload to our online gallery. Tim and Sophie.
Keep them coming. It looks like they're dancing. I kind of like it.
We've got a whole family of frozen clothes.
Yep, ghosts. Well, hospital stays are difficult, of course, especially for young kids, and even more so when their stay is for 3 years.
Why a little boy is finally able to go home after 940 days in the hospital. We'll explain next.
Aiden Moles spent his entire life as a patient at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital, that is until recently.
He was born 7 weeks early. His kidneys didn't work at birth and needed dialysis as well as oxygen. And Aiden finally, though, now getting a new kidney back in November.
He did. As Aaliyah Sims reports, he finally got to go home this month.
It's an exciting day for 2.5-year-old Aiden Moles. After more than 940 days at the hospital, he finally gets to go home. His mother, Erin Donaldson, is proud of her little fighter.
See his reaction to his first car ride. getting home and just letting him crawl all over the place.
Aiden was born prematurely, weighing only 4 pounds and 10 ounces. Neither of his kidneys work, and he also required dialysis at birth.
His first 6 months of life were rocky, to say the least. We definitely were concerned that he wouldn't make it.
Dr. Lindsay Harshman says Aiden beat the odds. But the journey to get here hasn't been an easy one. Aiden fought infections, a heart problem, and some blood issues until getting a new kidney.
Very emotional day. I mean, excitement and happiness and, nervousness because, it's a major surgery.
Right now, his kidney function is looking beautiful, and he's looking great. It's just crazy how quickly he's growing.
Dr. Harshman is excited for Aiden, but will also miss seeing his bright face at the hospital.
They're like my own kids, and so when I see one of my own kids leave our nest here, it does tug at my heartstrings.
Donaldson says she can't wait to see all that Aiden will accomplish.
There was a time that we weren't even sure that he was going to make it, and I just think he's going to make the most of everything. I hope that he keeps up the good work.
Congratulations to that family. It's got to be exciting.
State wrestling is kicking off both Iowa and Nebraska mats today. Jake has your highlights from Des Moines from the team duels. That's next in sports.
28th. The hope for both schools, though, is that they'll still be able to schedule another game with each other in the future in Dublin. And I, for one, volunteer to have to trek that road trip to cover the Huskers for that one.
Too bad I don't do sports. I'd fight you for it.
I don't know what road you're on going
you
to that
guys
one.
could be my roadies.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, Jake. We check in for a final forecast. First, let's take you outside right now in Siouxland.
Parts of Siouxland started the day with some snow. You can see in Orange City there, perhaps snow flakes in the sky.
Yeah, some snow flurries this evening, not out of the question, but I don't expect them to stick around for too long. It is going to be a cold night tonight with cloudy skies, and again, a few scattered flurries throughout the region. 3 degrees below zero expected tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to warm up even more with sunshine with a high of 19, so it's looking really nice for tomorrow, and even nicer days following.
All right, thanks, Marcus. Thank you for joining us. We hope you have a great evening, and join us again at 10.
Good night.